The European Medicines Agency, or EMA, is intensifying its efforts to safeguard the availability of critical medicines across Europe, which is impacting more than 1,700 marketing authorization holders. But what does this mean for you? As the February 2025 deadline approaches, the EMA is taking steps in monitoring the availability of critical medicines. A key tool in this is the European Shortages Monitoring Platform, or ESMP, designed to track and manage shortages effectively. With this platform, EMA coordinates the availability of specific human medicines at 3 levels: normal circumstances, crisis preparedness, and crisis management. Under normal conditions, companies must report on medicines critical for public health, as outlined in the Union List of Critical Medicines, or ULCM. This list contains human medicines whose continued supply is considered a priority in the EU. In times of crisis, the focus shifts to medicines needed for preparedness or emergency response, with oversight from the Executive Steering Group for Shortages and Safety of Medicinal Products, otherwise known as the MSSG. In this case, you will have only 14 days to convert and submit pack size information to the Extended EUDRA Vigilance Medicinal Product Dictionary, or XEVMPD. Although preparing for crisis preparedness and management is crucial, the current immediate urgency lies in meeting the February 2025 deadline. Besides employing the ULCM for monitoring, the EMA also utilizes this list in the establishment of the long-awaited Product Management Services, or PMS, to ultimately support standardization of product information in the EU and EEA. With the EMA's deadline approaching fast, over 1,700 market authorization holders are directly impacted by these requirements. The impact of this upcoming deadline on you and your daily operations varies depending on your type of authorization and the authorization country. For centrally authorized products, the changes are minimal because pack size information and manufacturing data have already been submitted through XEVMPD. But for nationally authorized products, including those registered through national mutual recognition and decentralized procedures, the challenge is much greater. Here, submissions need to be converted to pack size level. In a few countries, XEVMPD submissions on pack size level are already mandatory. However, for other countries, submissions are still performed on product level. Hence, the marketing authorization holders in these countries need to change their submissions to meet EMA's requirements. Effectively, this means that instead of having one marketing authorization code which includes multiple pack sizes, now each individual pack size is assigned a unique marketing authorization code. Based on our current experiences at clients, you may expect on average a 9-fold increase in records. Again, this pack size information must be submitted for all medicines on the list of critical medicines before February 2025. Are you impacted by this regulation? Then you first need to identify which of your registrations are impacted by these requirements. Next, if applicable, the system itself must be upgraded to enable these data modifications. At the same time, you must carefully review your current product data and establish new naming conventions and identifiers. This is crucial for converting product data to pack size level. Once these steps are complete, you will need to create new entries at pack size level for XEVMPD submission. Finally, updated products must be resubmitted and newly created products must be submitted to XEVMPD. If your regulatory information management system is already configured to comply with these requirements, minimal system upgrades are required. But for others, a complete system overhaul, including validation and data migration, may be necessary. This could take anywhere from 3 to 9 months for full implementation. The data review process is another major undertaking. Expecting on average a 9-fold increase, this means you must update your existing record and create 8 new records. These updated and newly created products must then be submitted to XEVMPD. To meet the February 2025 deadline, it is essential for you to have the right resources available with detailed knowledge of your system, data, processes, and procedures. We have analyzed the ULCM and impacted market authorization holders. Based on the number of impacted registrations, we identified 4 groups, each group representing 25% of the total amount of registrations. Based on these criteria, we expect the first group, Group A, consisting of market authorization holders with a small number of impacted records, to be able to easily meet this deadline. This is because the amount of workload is low and there is still time to acquire the necessary knowledge. Furthermore, we expect Group D, which consists of market authorization holders with a large amount of impacted records, to also be able to deal with the impact with relative ease due to the workforce and knowledge they can muster. We believe that the deadline is most challenging for the market authorization holders in the remaining groups. This is because they must balance the workload behind the significant amount of impacted records on top of their daily operations and assign or consult knowledge experts to perform this workload. Do you want to know which situation applies to you or don't know how to get started? The time to act is now. Get in contact, and we can tell you more about your situation and the expected impact to keep your product data in line with these new regulations. For more information, visit ionpharma.nl/critical-medicines.